Hello, everybody. I'm Hazel, and welcome back to 2064 Read Only Memories. Last time we had explored around in here a bit, and now we are going to talk to Zen. Let's look at them first. A sharp-dressed woman stares you down. Don't look away. Still looking at you. Zen, Augmented Eye Executive Extraordinaire. That's what the plaque on her desk says anyway. Still looking. But maybe not. Fuck.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Augmented Eye.
Thank you.
You must be the journalist my network admin said would be showing up.
Yep, that's me.
Have a seat. Would you like a drink?
Water would be nice.
My assistant will bring it right away. Look, I'll start off by saying I'm a little uncomfortable about bringing in another journalist to look into this.
Yep.
Whatever you dig up, I'll have to explain to the rest of the press. But it's still better than the other options. Chances are I have another corporation scoping out my territory. If they aren't in the coalition, they'll be expecting a corporate spy, not a news hound. If they are in the coalition, it won't look good for me to send in my own reporters against my allies. Even if I do end up being right. So if I'm damned either way, I'd rather it be by the media. At least then we can fight back on a familiar battlefield. Now, what do you know about our problem here?
Someone is tampering with your articles on the mesh.
That's the long and short of it. My network admin is pulling their hair out over it. I'm not going to pretend I understand everything they say, but from what I understand, the changes to our articles aren't being made from inside our network.
Yeah.
The versions on our servers are still the originals, but at some point after they hit the mesh, they get changed. I'm hoping that you can do some digging, maybe hit up your contacts and get a lead on who might be doing it. Even if I have to get answers from the nightly news, it will be a big help.
Yeah. What kinds of changes are being made?
Mostly little things. Word choice, tone of the writing, things that make the writer appear more or less extreme on a topic. So far, almost all of the edits seem to be making our articles more positive on new technologies coming out, and more critical of organizations like the Human Revolution.
Interesting. See, I thought that they were probably being made the other way based on what I understood from your stance on things.
That's actually what tipped us off. A harsh criticism one of my writers made about the Human Revolution protests was changed to be downright vitriolic, and I had a hell of a time putting out the fires.
Yeah. I see.
My writers and readers aren't exactly fans of them, but I'd rather not pick fights with the Human Revolution if I don't have to.
Yeah. Why are you so sure this isn't an inside job?
I guess I'm not, but my network admin assures me it's all coming from somewhere else.
Somewhere else, but they have the access codes, maybe?
They told me that they tore out all of the routers that broadcast to the mesh and replaced them with fresh ones. All kinds of tricks involving IP addresses and DNS changes that I'm not going to even begin to claim to understand.
Yeah, they're trying to change someone on the inside's ability to do it, or the person on the outside using the same access. They'd have to find another access. Or find where it was going.
I pay them big bucks, so I'm inclined to believe them unless you dig up something that tells me otherwise.
Do you have any idea where I should start looking?
Not really. My admin says that only someone with intimate access to Parallax's network protocols could make these kind of changes as something passes across the net. Personally, I think it's a clever hacker rather than someone inside Parallax itself. The public trust rating of Parallax makes them look like a saint among wolves, so their control over the mesh network provisions is strangling. It's trivially easy to set up ROMs to use a different OS than LIPS or a different meshnet protocol without that trust. Or, you know, Parallax is abusing its power to spread pro-tech propaganda. Doubtful they need to.
Yeah. What about your little bot here? I kind of wonder if it's this ROM for some reason.
I'm sure you'll be a good journo and bring me back the right answer.
Okay, that's a start.
I know tin hat conspiracies aren't an ideal start, but it's the best we can do with the info we have.
Sorry about the alarm. Yeah.
Anything else I can tell you? Off the record? If you want it on the record, it'll cost you your firstborn and a really good cigar.
Gross. Know if anyone else has? No. Can you think of any reason why you're being targeted?
Like what? There isn't much more I can tell you about Augmented Eye, really. It's a fairly simple and straightforward operation, if I say so myself. We started off in Venezuela as a sleek current events and news organization in 2055. Almost 10 years ago now. We focus on more in-depth reporting of on-the-street happenings, on top of major news. We're one of the few good ones left. Once folks in other cities saw the type of reporting we do, they all clamored for it. They invested in the right places and it paid off. CosIO Corp is happy to have us here in the OSF. It wasn't until hybrid tech started hitting the public sphere that we had to make any changes to our model. All of that said, I can't see why anyone would target us. Unless they're just trying to embroil us in a mudslinging match with the human revolution, and there are much more direct ways of making that happen.
Yeah. Alright. Know if anyone else has articles being manipulated?
Alright, look. I wasn't going to tell you this. If it gets out, I'd have to answer some really hard questions. So, you didn't hear this from me.
Nope.
You might want to go check out TMI Entertainment and Charlie Nova. That's all I'll say. And remember, you take a bite out of him with my name as your defense, I drop you fast.
What's the real reason you're bringing in outside help? Your own journalist should be able to handle digging up some dirt on a hacker.
What? Not wanting to answer prying questions from my coalition board isn't a good enough reason? Because I'd really like to avoid that. And look, you've covered culture wars, right? My journalists are good, but they're mostly good at gadget reviews, implant releases, not taking too many stims so they remember what they did at raves for the after-party reports. This needs an investigative journalist with serious contacts, not tech personalities.
I mean, I basically review headphones and stuff.
The fact that my network admin recommended you to me means you probably know the right people. Now, does that cover it? I'd like to remove my nose from your ass.
That's it for now. I'll get back to you if I have any more questions.
No, don't bother. In hindsight, I probably should have been a bit more circumspect about speaking to you. Plausible deniability and all that. I won't ask you to lie in anything you write, but do remember you got in contact with me not even secondhand, but third-hand. I certainly didn't sick you on anyone. Wink wink, nudge nudge, or whatever. If you need anything else, have your person get with my person. Don't come here directly. Now, I'd show you the door, but you know the way. And this isn't the only fire I'm trying to put out.
Yeah, but where's my water?
Good luck, and goodbye.
Bye.
Well, that was more confrontational than I'd have expected, considering she was the one needing help. She never brought you that water either.
Nope.
Is it always like this?
Pretty much. She knows the game, but we didn't walk away with nothing.
Very true. I will admit that I am interested in the possibility of a link back to Parallax. If all of this really is due to somebody manipulating the mesh net on the inside, It may give us the leverage we need to find out what happened to Hayden once and for all. That said, I will take care not to get my hopes up.
Mm-hmm.
We should make no assumptions when investigating, lest we lead ourselves down a false path.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, seems like our next step is... What the...
Oh, what's going on? Boss just dropped out the window?
What the... That's Zin!
Oh no, we need to go help her.
It's too late. Considering the angle and height of the fall, rendering suitable aid is beyond our capabilities now. Your desire is laudable, but emergency services are already on the way. They will assist her as much as they can. We should head back to her office and see if we can determine what happened here. Perhaps we can still dispense justice.
Maybe. Alright. Can't interact with any of these people. Or her corpse. So it's back inside I go, I guess?
It looks like the desk has been cleared off. Let's take a look around, but be careful not to disturb any evidence. The police will be here soon.
Yeah. Look.
Her personal computer is not password protected at the moment. Give me a moment to look through her files.
Sure.
Just to keep your fingerprints off of the keyboard.
Yep, will do.
Most of this isn't very interesting.
If it wasn't password protected, I imagine it wouldn't be.
Committee reports, financials,
I mean, possible she was working
article
on it.
submissions. Oh, here we go. According to this email between Zin and her network admin, her lead on TMI Entertainment is a little more solid than she led us to believe. The admin ran a web crawler looking for changes in writing styles. Some blog posts by their head anchor Charlie Nova stood out like a sore thumb. Apparently he's a bit pompous, if in an affable way, and his blog usually just details his day-to-day life. But ever since the human revolution has been in town, he's been smearing them with more venom than you'd expect, considering how neutral his on-air reporting has been. Zin seemed to think he was just complaining about the protesters fouling up traffic, and whoever is manipulating these posts spun it to make him look critical of the movement as a whole. Just like the Augmented Eye journalist. This Charlie fellow is the one we need to talk to.
Look.
Even a ROM like that doesn't deserve an end like this.
Hey Mowgli, your tail's on the camera. Look. The flawless foliage hath fallen. Look at plant. Probably help that it's fake. Look. At least you think it's an animal.
Initial cross-references with the California Humane Society's legal pet species database are not yielding fast results.
Look.
My thermal sensors only detect a single set of lingering footprints, and they end almost 3 feet away from the window. Considering the density of this glass, I can't imagine Zin jumped from that far and managed to throw herself through the pane without help.
Yeah.
But who could have done it? I don't see any obvious marks on the floor or any other thermal hotspots.
Makes it seem like a ROM to me. Think no one else was in here?
It doesn't look like it. We should go. There isn't anything else here, and the police are almost on the scene.
Son of a... I should have figured the two of you would be here. You just won't stay out of trouble no matter what I say, will you?
Right. This is a total misunderstanding.
I assure you, Detective Rivers, we are merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. We had an appointment with Zin to discuss a possible lead and found her office in this state of disrepair.
Of course you did. Damn it. Fine. Get the hell out of here before anyone else shows up. We'll chat about the case more when I'm not busy scraping bodies off the pavement. You hear me?
Yep, sounds good.
Certainly, Detective Rivers. I'll forward you a report of what we know immediately, and we can speak further at a later time.
Yeah, whatever. Get moving.
Ooh,
Wow, it's rommed out here. I didn't think she would buy it. She wouldn't have for me.
it doesn't matter anyway. Detective Rivers has every bit of information that Zin gave us on that computer. Her investigation will not be hampered by our absence, whereas ours is halted if we're stuck giving answers she can just as well get from a hard drive. Has it occurred to you that whoever threw Zin out of that window could be after the same thing we are, except to silence the story rather than to get it out?
Yeah.
We have little time for fooling about and must get to Charlie Nova before something happens to him too. I have highlighted the main Neo SF offices for TMI Entertainment on your map. Let's go.
QDEs, ED64, and 72 units have arrived on this scene and set up a perimeter. Police car. Look. The police cruiser's awkwardly parked by the office building. Cool. Okay, let's go to TMI. Go.
I hope some pity for me still remains, considering my recent tone, because I'm honestly not sure where we should start. I suppose we should just ask the receptionist to point us to somebody who can answer our questions.
You know anything about TMI Entertainment?
Honestly, you do have your own mesh access, yes?
No, you destroyed it!
I'm quite certain you can handle all the casual searches you might feel like making. We hardly have time for me to blather out every bit of exposition you desire when you could just go look it up on your own.
Look, you destroyed Lappy. I don't have any cybernetics. And, yeah, you're my phone. So, I don't have any access to the mesh other than you because you destroyed it. Alright? Alright, I can't look it up on my own because you destroyed my laptop and you're my access to the mesh. I can't afford to buy another laptop. So, just work with me here. You just do a good job of making it concise. I'll be polite. Why not?
Fair enough. If you think it will save time, I can continue to rattle off these facts when you ask for them. I just ask that you keep your queries to a minimum. We don't have a whole lot of time. Let me pull up the information you requested.
What can you tell me about TMI Entertainment?
TMI Entertainment is a relatively popular celebrity and gossip news conglomerate. They own OK Today. They did a good job transitioning from the traditional media models of television and news to the net-based model prevalent now, pioneered by their digital newspaper, OK Today's The Scanline. Some might call their programs rags, but opinion on the mesh seems more favorable than not. They stick to mostly good-natured prying and lean away from the seedier nastiness that paparazzi can get up to. As such, they have a positive relationship with many celebrities and regularly get exclusive scoops that keep their ratings up, despite their refusal to peddle in the darker side of the celebrity news circuit.
What do you know about Charlie Nova?
Charlie Nova is TMI Entertainment's most popular TV personality. He's gotten consistently high ratings for almost a decade and isn't afraid to tell you about it. The chatter on the mesh paints him as a bit arrogant, but in that loud, backslapping kind of way that a media star can get away with. He's best known for hosting Star in the Stratosphere. It's one of those talent-seeking reality programs.
Oh, one of those.
Apparently, when TMI can't organically discover enough celebrities, they just manufacture them.
That's how it works.
Oh, and also, according to this blog, Charlie's hair is flawless.
Got it. So let's see here. We got a table. A small industrial end table. Cute color. Floor plant. Plant in the corner is supported by a few stakes that are stuck in the middle of the planter. The logo for TMI Entertainment. Basic, but sleek. Desk plant. A short, scruffy plant sits squarely to the side of the desk. Receptionist. Look. A hybrid receptionist bobs on her heels. She's either had a long day standing or is just fidgety. Fuck.
Welcome to TMI Entertainment Incorporated. Do you have an appointment?
Sounds like she's new. I think just straight up we need to speak with Charlie Nova. Is good.
I really can't let you in without an appointment. I can maybe pencil you in for next Wednesday?
We don't have time for this. People's lives are on the line here, and all you care about is an appointment?
Calm down, Turing.
Oh, look, if it's that important, I can buzz you through to Sympathy. But she isn't going to be very happy about being bothered off schedule, so don't get your hopes up. And, try not to make her too mad. I'll be the one dealing with the fallout.
Right. Of course. I apologize. We will be as tactful as possible, I assure you.
Okay, she's over on the other side of the room. Head straight there, because she doesn't like it when people bother the talent.
Active camera, assistant, newsroom employee. Look, a film assistant of some kind taking a break. Cameras rest in their rigs, inactive. Newsroom. An 8 ONL newsroom putters speedily across the production floor, frantically looking for the next big scoop. Is TMI's lead cinematographer. At least he seems like one. Don't pick it up while it's working. Okay. Camera. Talent show host. Look, it's June Vollmer, Anna from OK Today. Turn looking producer. Production manager for TMI. Talent show host. He's practically glowing and has people waiting on him hand and foot. Definitely the talent, Charlie Nova. Pop.
Hey, you, over here, now. What are you doing bothering my people? I thought I told Nina to cancel all my appointments for the day. I swear that girl couldn't find her ears if I taped them over her eyes. At least she makes a decent cup of coffee.
Are you Sympathy? Nina said we should speak to you.
Yes, I am. And if you don't mind, I keep the show running here, so I'll be brief. What are you doing in my...
We've been given a lead on a story that involves one of your personalities, Charlie Nova. Someone has been manipulating his articles on the Meshnet and turning them into scathing attacks against the human revolution. We're trying to track the culprit, and we need to talk to Mr. Nova to hunt down further leads.
You let your ROM do all the talking for you? Must be one of those new interrogation modules all the fresh meat rave about. Of course I know someone's been modifying Charlie's articles. I'm tracking them down myself. What I want to know is why I should help you snatch the scoop out from underneath me. Super hacker twists Meshnet news for personal political vendetta? The clicks basically farm themselves.
I'm willing to break the story under TMI's banner.
I'm not hiring, kid. I admire your spirit, but I've got people putting in lots of hours on this one. You're not getting the credit because you think you have a hot lead. Plus, if you really did, you wouldn't be here begging for my scraps.
We're willing to trade info with you.
Not interested. I already have a pretty decent idea of where to look next. And if that doesn't pan out, I have our primary server cluster chewing through mesh posts looking for inconsistencies. I'll figure this one out on my own, without some newbie mucking things up.
Say that to Zin.
Zin? Augmented eyes Zin? What does Zin have to do with this?
She's the one who gave us the lead to begin with. Then, someone threw her out of her office window. We figured Mr. Nova might be next, and we wanted to get to him first.
Holy shit. Fine, I'll let you talk to Charlie. If someone is trying to kill people over this, I'd rather it be out and done with as fast as possible. I mean, shit, we're in entertainment scene. Nobody should die for that.
Right?
But hey, watch yourself with Charlie. He's a pompous clown, but he's my pompous clown. Keep it civil, or I'll throw your ass out and figure this out on my own. Now get on it. I need to make some calls.
Yep. Fuck.
Fantastic! How fantastic! I just love your ROM.
Thanks.
Not quite as stunning as mine, but still pretty grand.
Thank you.
Very sleek, very clean. Bravo. Oh, Sympathy is doing that thing where she waves at me to hurry things up. Right down to brass tacks then, I suppose. Wait! I forgot to introduce myself.
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Charlie Nova.
Oh,
host
are
of
you?
Tonight in the Stars and Star in the Stratosphere. But you already knew that, I'm sure. What can I do for you, hmm?
What can you tell me about TMI?
Yes, any additional information on your station would be greatly appreciated.
Well, it's the best damn network on the planet, I can tell you that. We put out top-notch news and entertainment, but with real heart that our competitors just can't match. But if you really want to know about TMI, you need to know about Sympathy. It's her pride and joy, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, she can be a little acerbic, and sure, she calls me a poofy-haired oaf all the time, but you can really tell she cares, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Deep down. I'm not sure if that throat-cutting gesture she's making is a signal to move to another topic or a threat against my physical well-being. So, let's move on.
Yeah.
What next?
Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? I bet you love that.
You flatter me. Yes, you do. I can't imagine you've come all this way just to get my story, have you? After all, I've already published my very own splendid 100% original autobiography, Like a Nova. But I suppose I can give you a quick rundown, even if Sympathy is giving me the stink eye.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up here on the mean streets of Neo-SF, but my jocular nature and striking countenance got me scouted for a few small product advertisements. And the rest is not so ancient history. Now I'm the host of the largest celebrity news show on the Mesh, and I couldn't be happier. It's all thanks to my swarms of fans, though. They're the ones who count.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have you heard that your stories are getting altered once they get posted to the Mesh?
Oh, may have come up in the last lunch meeting we had, but Sympathy assured me that it was some kind of technical glitch, and our support people were on top of it. They're top-notch, the absolute best money can buy. So I don't think there's anything more to say on the subject.
We've heard other people's posts getting altered too.
That's very upsetting. I hope you've passed along that information to Sympathy. I'm certain our tech people will be able to find the culprit in short order once they know enough about it. I really don't know what I have to do with it, though.
Chuck, I'm sure you're better informed than that, right? You're at the top of this heap, yeah?
It's Charlie. And of course, I'm the leading man around here.
Leading man who doesn't know anything?
Who has said otherwise? I'm not quite certain what you think it is that I don't know, but I assure you that I know what it is. You won't be able to trip me up that easily.
If they can access your stories, what else can they get on you?
Nothing. The tech guys already did an audit on my online presence, and there's no evidence of any attempts of unauthorized access to any of my accounts. That's why they're having a hard time pinning down this creep. He isn't actually changing the posts from inside my account at all. So there you go. We're already on top of it. Nothing to worry about at all.
All right, that's enough. Charlie has a show to get ready for. He's told you everything he's going to. So get the hell out of here.
I know
If
nothing.
you find anything more interesting than what you've got, come back and see me again. Directly.
Remember, I'm the victim in all this.
Oh man, she looks really cheesed off now. Do you know how snippy she can get? I better get her coffee ready. Maybe that'll calm her down.
We're very sorry if we made your day more difficult. Perhaps I could take the coffee over to Sympathy and we could try to smooth her rumpled feathers.
Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You make her even madder? Oh no. On second thought.
It'll only take a minute.
All right, but she takes it with plenty of milk.
Why? Why would I put spoiled milk in her coffee and make Nina get fired or whatever? Why would I do that? Why? Why? I'm going to save the game. Yes. Okay. I've saved the game. And I'm going to do this.
Okay, let's deliver this and make amends.
I thought I told you to beat it. Or do your ears just not work?
I just wanted to bring your coffee and make sure there were no hard feelings.
Ha! Ah, that's cute. I promise I don't bite. I just have a job to do. Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his brain, but he brings in most of our revenue, so his happiness is our top priority. Ugh, my stomach is killing me. Maybe those egg rolls I had earlier. I'm heading to the can, and you're heading to the street.
Okay, I got her out of the way.
Did you want a signed photo?
Look, Charles, we're just trying to get to the bottom of this.
It's Charlie. And honestly, I'd absolutely love to help you out. Really, I just don't have the information you're looking for.
It was your post they were manipulating.
And that is supposed to mean what? I'm not sure if you're trying to imply that I had something to do with this, or that I'm being targeted for some specific reason, but if you have an accusation to level, then make it known. My time is far too important to be wasted on beating around the bush.
God damn, I don't know what's wrong with my stomach. And didn't I tell you to get the hell out of here? You're on my last nerve, and if you wanted to earn a grudge with me, you're just about there. Move.
That did not go well at all. We need some kind of leverage to get Mr. Nova to give us the information we want. I'm certain he knows something. Don't you agree?
He was being pretty evasive.
While you were talking to him, I took the opportunity to look into his history more thoroughly. It turns out he did a series of promos for a local Hassie bar early in his career, and some fans still spot him there from time to time. It's a long shot, but frankly, everything about this case has been one long shot after another. Maybe we should question the people at this Hassie establishment and look for any dirt we can use to put some pressure on Mr. Nova. There must be something. It's the only path I see.
Sure.
The Hassie bar is located on Market Street, near the Genus Clinic. We can head there whenever you're ready.
Okay. But we will do that next time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. And remember, let's dancing! Woo!